Representative Overdorf, I know there's been discussion perhaps in the legislature that there could be caps put on this. What navigation do you have as far as that goes in Tallahassee and where we could help these residents out so they don't see $1,000 increases overnight?
Well, what we've seen also, I mean, we see 845 individuals that are moving into the state of Florida every single day. Again, you're seeing an increase. You're seeing foreign investment that's coming in and purchasing over almost 10% of the homes throughout our region. We have investment pods that are coming through and buying all this. So the market is really being driven by outside money and folks, because frankly, we've done a great job here in the state of Florida of creating opportunities. People want to move here. Is the government going to step in and have rent control or other things along those lines? I don't see that anticipating. I see the market playing out, and we are going to be getting additional rental units, additional opportunities for rent, and I think that is going to be an area that will, in fact, slow down the rise in rent.
I know none of you mean it this way, but to a person at home who's struggling, they could hear it this way, that it's not a lot to be done. What in the most egregious examples, at least, can we do, to Jay's point and to the point of a lot of our audience, the most egregious examples of month-to-month rent where there's these rate hikes that one median study showed 32% up in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties, 21% over the norm long-term lease trend. What can we do there? And Ms. Pappas, then you, Mr. Brown.
I actually was going to speak to what Representative Overholt was speaking to. An immediate assistance and immediate help to people who are willing to build and turn their units into affordable units is really one of the incredible solutions that we need to be looking at. It is what our state has done, and we're looking at, really, we need more units to build, but incentives to turn my units into affordable housing units. And that's where I believe the state can drive some more incentives into our landlords in order to keep their units affordable.
Mr. Brown, I know we'll be talking about that even more, but jump in.
To piggyback, and that is so important. It is so important that our state housing initiative partnership fund be fully funded. When we talk about the crisis we're in, it's not just happening. We can go back a decade or more and see how our SHIP funds were diverted, SHIP, which are set aside for affordable housing, how they were diverted to other efforts. And so we were not able to assist developers who wanted to provide affordable housing, and thus we weren't able to place restrictions or restricted units in those developments.